for following! Hey, I see some people are starting to filter in. I'm, sorry this is a little impromptu. Let me just, I'll do this on a separate screen. Let me just, let everyone on Twitter know that we're live. Why does it keep doing that? There must be some sort of keystroke that I'm not noticing. Oh, yeah, I got this a little while ago. Okay, so, apologies for the impromptu stream, but there is a rally today, and I was a little on the fence over whether or not I wanted to cover it on stream. Because I was a little worried that if I, like, streamed the live feed, I'd be, potentially taking away viewers from the feed and, you know, making things worse. But the rally speakers did their thing. I am still going to look and see if there's any more coverage, but this is, about the time that was, set for the rally. So, we're going to watch this again. We're all gonna watch this and we're going to discuss it. And we're going to, yeah. So that's where we're at today. I wanted to platform this because of, because this is something that's really important to me. I have family members that are high risk, and this could genuinely, like, really fuck them up. I have friends who work in the food industry that could get fucked up. And even if that weren't the case, I don't want people to die. And people will die if this mask mandate is lifted. So, yeah. I'm going to be also keeping an eye out for anything new. I haven't noticed a Twitter tag, but I have, if you look up, like, Texas service worker, there's stuff about the rally. Texas service industry, or service industry. Okay, let's see, how recent is this article? Yeah, it looks like it just happened. Watch live protests, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Reason of not wanting to die. We have demanded better pay so we can feed ourselves and our families, so we can afford to live in the cities that we make run on time.
The other one I was watching just sort of cut out.
We ourselves work in, so they are safe, so they are healthy, so we have the basic human right to a quality of life. How can we have that quality of life if our right to be safe at work is now taken away?
You have the right to wear a mask still, ma'am.
How can we come home to our families?
You hear that?
How can we take care of our loved ones if we are...
Those shitty basically some InfoWars fuckers decided to show up with a megaphone and be sassy assholes to protesters, and everyone is straight up just talking over them. Gonna retweet that. Okay, looks like this guy's covering it, which is good. We spoke to a couple organizers who also work in bars. Many in their industry have praised Abbott's order, but they say they are not because they're worried this will lead to another spike in closure of businesses, putting their health at risk and hitting them financially. Service industry workers now talking, pushing for better vaccine coverage before reopening, saying despite government officials saying they appreciate frontline workers, they don't... Oh, this guy's wording it a lot nicer than they did. I can't wait to show y'all the video. I just wanted to, I wanted to wait till more people hopped in before I did that. Yeah, no, InfoWars is based in Texas. There are a couple of times when... oh my god, there was this one time when they were talking about the war on Christmas, you know, last holiday season, and one of them was just running around, like, screaming, "Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!" around the Christmas tree that we light in downtown Austin, because they were so mad. I'm from Texas, and I do work in food service, and, like, my job has been talking about how this will be happening. Okay. A couple of anti-maskers heckling speakers, so the service industry workers protesting Abbott's orders are forming a wall in front of them. They absolutely did, and it's very good. Okay, let's see. So this isn't live, this is a clip. I need more live coverage. It didn't, because the stream I was watching just cut off. It says watch live protest, but this isn't live.
Is vaccinated.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this was the coverage I was watching. Okay, so it looks like this guy's on the dot. So we're gonna be refreshing this every now and again to see what new updates he has for us. But the rally's supposed to end at 3, which is in another hour, so I'm very angry at this disregard of human health. That is me too. I scheduled a haircut this week, but now I'm scared to go. Legit, I'm gonna say it, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe check with them, and they might require masks, and if so, then it might be okay, but even then, there might be some people without wearing masks outside of the building or on the way. You don't know. Shit is unbelievably unsafe, and you might just want to give yourself a haircut, or maybe if you have a family member you live with, they could try. I got a haircut from my mom a little while ago. I actually need another one because she didn't cut off too much. Or if you have a friend who's been quarantining, I know that Joy did that and it worked out for her. Yeah, I'm in Texas and I usually work in different school districts, and, like, not all of them followed the mandate. Yeah, and even the districts that did, they didn't space out the desks at all. They didn't space out the desks at all, so you're still crammed just as close to everyone else as you would be in a normal situation. So, like, even with the masks, there's no social distancing. Last time I asked, they still have a mask mandate. If there's rallies outside, I'm bailing. Okay. There needs to be more live coverage of this. This isn't live anymore. It says watch live, but then it's just the recording from earlier that we're about to watch. Okay, no new updates just yet. So let's watch this now. I'm assuming I have a decent amount of people in. Just a reminder that above my funny little face are all of the venues that you can use to contact Greg Abbott and display your displeasure. So we're going to watch this now, and I'm only planning on pausing it. Like, I might pause and rewind if there's stuff that I feel like should be emphasized. So, yeah, and I'll turn on captions, but these are going to be auto-generated, so, you know, the quality of them is going to be debatable. It just makes me scared every time I go to work, I know. Honestly, if y'all see this and you aren't radicalized, then I don't know what to say. Anyway, here goes. They've been voicing their displeasure about having to keep a mask on and just, I want to scream. Absolute same. The lack of regard for human life is so unbelievably disgusting. Anyway, so during this, there's going to be InfoWars assholes with megaphones, and they are not acknowledged at all, and it's really hilarious how desperate they are for someone to debate them, and it just isn't happening. So I definitely want y'all to listen for that, because it's very funny, but most of all, listen to what these people are saying. If we... Oh, God, look at those. Fucker ain't wearing a mask. Piece of shit. And those people aren't... They have kids and they're not wearing masks. Oh my God. Ah. Is there a very quick recap of what happened to cause this? If not, I can just look it up myself. Okay, so Greg Abbott, who is the governor of Texas, decided to completely lift the mask mandate for businesses and open up Texas 100%. So obviously, you know, the service industry is holds a rally, and it should still be going. It's not supposed to end until 3, but they're holding a rally, and they voice their displeasure at how the government has treated them. Anyway, so I guess, like I was saying, we will pause to laugh at InfoWars when it happens, but I want y'all, like, I will rewind for laughing at the InfoWars moment. You guys just listen to the speakers, okay? Listen to what they're saying, and then we'll laugh at InfoWars. I'm very surprised more people haven't been radicalized by this disgusting year-long slog. Same. I hate that we're just starting to bring down the curve. Now the infection rate's gonna spike. Yeah, exactly. And fucking Greg Abbott, let me check his Twitter, see what he's been up to. Like, you check his Twitter, and he's like, what? Look at how well we're doing. Look at how many vaccines we have. Look at all these improvements. Yeah, the incubation rate is 5 days minimum. So in a couple of days, after Wednesday, 5 days from then, all hell's going to break loose. But he's acting like everything is okay already. Also, is this video allowed on Twitch? I don't see why it wouldn't be. There's nothing explicit on it. But yeah, look at this shit. Wow, look at all the support through the storm. Now I'll winterize the grid. Now that people have died, I'll winterize the grid. I didn't do it before this. Copyright? Yes, it should be okay. Because this is for the purpose of commentary and discussion. So it should be okay. I'm honestly surprised he addressed the storm at all. And then he fucking put up his approval rates. What a fucking... Oh my god, he put up his approval rates. What a fucking piece of shit. Look, guys, everyone likes me, okay? Okay? Everybody likes me and I'm doing a good job. God. What border crisis? The border has been closed since COVID. The border will remain closed. This is literally completely worthless. This is going to do nothing. Also, look how he specifically says Mexican cartels and smugglers. He doesn't, implying that this is what he thinks illegal immigrants are. Fun fact, the majority of illegal immigrants came to America legally and then their visas expired and they didn't have the means to leave. And that's it. This isn't the fucking, like, people sneaking over the wall in the dead of night. It's, they come to America, maybe they got like a work visa or for education, and then America is very bad at letting people leave. America literally is designed so that it's hard for people to leave, and now they're illegal immigrants. Because work from illegal immigrants is used to turn those cogs of capitalism. Oh my god. Yeah, look, less than 1% of Texans got a vaccine today, and it's the second most we've administered in a day. Yeah, maybe don't brag about the fact that less than 1% is the second most. What? Why is he talking about the fucking Alamo? Who gives a shit? I can't believe I missed this one. Who gives a shit about the Alamo? I don't remember the Alamo. I went on a field trip there when I was in fucking elementary school, and I don't remember much from when I was a kid because of trauma. But I'm pretty sure I remember being sad that I couldn't get anything at the gift shop. Like, I think I wanted a cowboy hat or something. Or maybe it was like a plastic bow and arrow. I can't remember. But I wanted it. Hey, yeah, there are still places with no power and water. And people died when he didn't winterize the power grid. The fucking Alamo. Are you kidding me? Hey, here's a fun fact. You know why, there's actually a very logical reason why the Battle of the Alamo fell. You see, and this is actually a piece of Texas history that I've been obsessed with ever since I learned it, because it was funny to me when I first learned it back in high school, but now I'm just like, oh. So there was a general in Texas history. His name was General Fannin, and he was a bitch. He was a dumb motherfucker. Okay, one of his, I don't remember if this was before or after the Alamo, but he did this thing where, okay, and literally this is how the teacher explained it too. She was fucking roasting him. He had a platoon of soldiers that he needed to get moving, and he knew that they were after him. And so he was like, well, I should get going. And then he got up and he had himself a nice breakfast, took his time. And then he got his troops out and he got walking down the ways. And to his left were a bunch of forests and brush that his soldiers could hide in. And to the right was a river they could wade through, which would cover their footsteps. So instead of either of those, he just walked them plain down the middle. And they all got captured. Anyway, so General Fannin fucked up the Alamo, and because he had like 500 troops that were ready to roll out to the Alamo, and you know why he didn't take them there? Because a fucking wagon wheel fell off of a wagon, and he thought it was a bad omen. I know that there were much larger Mexican troops than there were or Texan troops at the Battle of the Alamo, and 500 wouldn't even come close to closing that gap. But there were multiple battles during the Texas Revolution with those same sort of terrible odds, and we won anyway. Those 500 troops would have made a huge difference. And I think that instance in Texas history with the wagon wheel and the whole how his troops got captured because he was a dumbass, I feel like that is representative of Texas history in general, because I think General Fannin just didn't give a shit. And he wanted the clout of being in the revolution, but he just didn't give a shit. And so he kind of just let everyone else do the hard work and would try to get out of it when he could, and he just doesn't care, and he won't do anything that's too hard. And that is exactly who Greg Abbott is. He doesn't care. He doesn't work too hard, and if it doesn't directly affect him, he will not give a shit. He only winterized the grid when people died and they got mad at him. That is when he winterized the grid. Before that, it didn't affect him. He was doing just fine. He was going to have power no matter what, so why bother? I'll take them head on! Custa falling down a flight of stairs. I can't believe he's talking about the fucking Alamo. What a piece of shit. How did I miss this? Anyway, oh my god, I completely got off track. Basically, all of his Twitter has been talking about how well they're doing, and also spreading this conspiracy theory that the fucking Biden administration is rolling up with the Down with Cis bus and dropping off a bunch of illegal immigrants with COVID. You know, sort of laying the groundwork for when the COVID inevitably spikes because of what he said, you know, so he can blame it on all the immigrants. Meaning that he is fully aware that people are going to die and he just don't give a shit. He literally... There are no illegal immigrants crossing our border. Their visa's expired, you dumbass. But no, he's not a dumbass. See, he knows this. The thing is that it's way easier to treat someone like an enemy when you can imagine them as an invader hopping over your walls and making everything terrible. It's much harder when you have to explain the reality that they actually came here completely legally, but Texas is engineered to make it extremely difficult to leave, and so they're just kind of stuck here. Also, this is a fucking lie. They can get on the wait list to maybe get a COVID vaccine, and that's it. That's all. I love this callous act that immediately exposes Texans and Americans to COVID. Oh, really? They're the callous ones. The fucking Down with Cis administration. Well, it's not just Texas. It's all of America. It's difficult to explain, and I'll have to look it up. But basically, fuck. Okay, let me look it up. Actually, I'll explain it later. There's a really good episode of Adam Ruins Everything that gets into it. Maybe I'll play that clip. I wish the Down with Cis bus was real and was pulling up to Greg's house. God. Yeah, exactly. There's an Adam Ruins Everything segment on it. Maybe I'll play that. But first, we really need to get back on track. I'm sorry. It's just so hard not to roast this fucking shitty grandpa. Anyway, let's get back to the actual rally. Let me turn it up for y'all. Yeah, there's a little bit of preamble. Who let this man exist? Capitalism. Oh yeah, also, I guess I should mention, donations are definitely still appreciated, but I took off the counter and the whole, like, best, most, or highest and most recent things because I thought that'd be a little crass. So, yeah, just a heads up about that. Disabled man who actually made the lives of disabled Texans a living hell. Yeah, see, that's because Abbott was rich and he got everything he ever needed to live a happy and healthy life, and because of that, he has no idea, or no, it's not that he has no idea, he just doesn't give a shit because it doesn't affect him that other people are having a hard time. That's the thing, is that people like to act like these people are stupid, and I won't lie, some of them are just very stupid, but it's not just that they're dumb, it's that they just don't care. They just don't give a shit. If it doesn't affect them, they would rather people died. Oh no, what did Toei do? So, like, it's not that they're stupid, and I hate that they're pushing this idea that they're stupid because it gives them plausible deniability. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I just didn't know. Oh no, the clap of my money stacks made all the people die. Oh no, I'm too dummy rich. You know, like, that's not the reality of it. These people are fully aware of what they're doing. They just don't want to deal with how much harder it would be to accommodate people, even if it wouldn't be that much harder for them. They don't want to pay taxes because no one reports on it. They'd rather give their money away to charities so that they can get the tax breaks and the publicity. There's no such, basically, and this is something I've always said, is that there's no such thing as a good rich person, because the shit that you have to do in order to become rich, like, you have to be able to step on people and to exploit and have a unhealthy obsession with hoarding as much wealth as you can in order to become rich. Therefore, you cannot become rich by being a good person, because if you were a good person and you had all this money, you'd give it to people who needed it. You cannot be rich, but you can't be a good person who is rich. That's why rich people are bad people. Always. Oh, Toei's being transphobic? Fuck those guys. What the fuck? Well, damn, I wanted to get into Precure, but fuck that. I'll find a Magical Girl series that isn't made by transphobes. A lot of pramble. I recommend pirating Precure. I might pirate Precure. Because I did watch the first Precure a long time ago and I really liked it. The transphobe don't work on One Piece, do they? Well, it's not that the series itself is transphobic, it's that the company is being transphobic. And even if it was just one employee, the fact that the company allowed this to happen is bad. To be honest, I've never been a big fan of Toei anyway, so, like, this isn't, like, a heartbreaker for me. Toei. Pretty cute, pretty cute, pretty cute, pretty cute, pretty cute, pretty cute, Bukari e butare butashi wa rekira. God. check and see if there are any updates. He might have tweeted it out, just not part of the thread. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Hang on. I will be following along with this morning's Public Utility Commission of Texas. I'm gonna Pook meeting on this thread here. You can watch the link here. Right now they're addressing a question whether there was overcharging during the outages from a public commenter, and they say they're going to look into it. For background, the PUC's independent market monitor found there was an overcharge of $16 billion in ERCOT's market over the course of 32 hours. That is true. During the power outage, people were still being charged for the power that they did not have because the power went out. This is an agenda item today. Issues related to the state of disaster for the February winter weather event. The disaster has exposed a lot of things we need to fix. Yeah, no, you knew about them, you fucking assholes. We got a bunch of repricing requests. I get how it looks like you're protecting consumers, but I promise you're not. Damn. I wonder if he's gonna say anything now that the rally's happened. Let's see. Bleep. I love how he's talking about hitting all these vaccine stretch goals as if he hasn't opened up the state before it would be possible for fuck. He's acting like it's okay to open up the state before everyone's vaccinated. That's what that's what I'm trying to say. Is Vic still a COVID denier idiot, or is he salty over the funny lawsuit? I don't give a shit about Mr. Lasagna Man. He sucks. Look, if Twitch is gonna let Vic Manyamia stream, then he should be allowed. Then they should let me do this. I am a little curious about what InfoWars has been trying to say about this, but I'm gonna have to open an incognito window to check, so I don't want that in my search results. Oh wait, they were banned from Twitter. Good. Oh god, no, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, shit. Hang on, there should be a reopen window. Okay, we good. I think we're about 8 minutes in. Let's see, when are they gonna start talking? Okay, about here. Okay.
One of these? I'm like, I don't know how to do these things. This one?
Okay.
Hello.
So they're about to
Hi.
start speaking.
We're going to have speakers starting in about 10 minutes. 1:30 is when we're going to start. But I just want to thank you guys for being here, and we'll be getting started shortly.
Oh. Okay, here. my god, wait. I think you can hear Alex Jones. Holy shit, I think I heard him. I could be wrong. Alex Jones would be here because he lives in Texas and he hates, poor people. He was the one who was in Austin last year going, Merry Christmas! Because of his dumb war on Christmas stuff. Or maybe not last year, maybe it was the year before. I don't know, but he does this like every fucking year. Who can keep up? I swear to God, I can hear him in there. I could be wrong. It could just be someone who sounds like him, but I know that InfoWars is here. Okay, let's just get to when they start talking. Okay, it's about to start.
Yeah. Alright, guys, let's...
Wait! I think I heard him! He was like, how am I the bad guy? I'm not the one who wants to force maskers. Right there! Right here! Right here! He's saying that.
Yeah. Alright, guys.
You hear that? There he is! We found him! Oh, yeah, no, it is just on the right side. I'm sorry. It is like that. And I apologize. It's bugging me too. That is 100% him. That is absolutely him. What a fucking piece of shit. Oh my god. Okay, but for now, we will make fun of InfoWarsers when the time is right. For now, please listen to the speakers. That is far more important.
Guys, let's get this started over here. Thank you to InfoWars. We really appreciate you being here, celebrating your freedoms today. But if you want to take it up to your governor's mansion, it's just up there. We also see the state police with no masks up there, so go hang out with them. It sounds like you guys will get on real great.
I fucking love that. She fucking get him. Fucking get him. God, so good. Get him! Get his ass! I swear to God, every speaker takes a turn roasting them, and it's so fucking good. But they never actually argue or debate with them, which is absolutely good, and they shouldn't. And they're trying so hard to debate with them, and it's just not gonna happen. Fun fact, the reason why Alex lives in Austin is because when he was younger in high school, he was a massive bully and would beat people. They got fed up with him, and his victims invited him to a party and nearly beat him to death. His family moved after that. What the fuck? Bro, do you got a source on that? Anyway, okay. Let's actually pay attention to the important stuff now.
Thanks to Chris for dealing with that. All right. Jeanette, I don't know where you are, but we're going to get this thing started. Go. All right, guys, I just want to first thank you all for being here. My name is Crystal. I organize with the Restaurant Organizing Project. Thank you. We also have Emergency Workplace Organizing Committee here today. They've been helping the HEB workers in San Antonio get pressure on HEB to enforce mask mandates within their policy. They need to make sure that they are actually enforcing it, kicking people out, not letting it be a passive thing, not putting their workers in danger. So we have them here today. So thank you all for being here. We also have the Amplified Sound Coalition here. These guys are killing it right now. They have been out there during the storm. They were distributing water. They were getting food to people when the government failed. They activated. Those folks should be working right now because right now should be the beginning of South by Southwest. And right now they're standing here and they're asking Governor Abbott to let them help out with the distribution of vaccines because we're having issues getting them to people. So we got those folks here today, and you're going to hear from them at the end of the rally. They're going to be great. So a little bit about my experience right now. I'm a restaurant worker. I work on the east side. I am fortunate that my business is going to enforce the mask mandate, and they're also going to keep us at 50% capacity. But most importantly, they're going to empower me to tell someone to get the fuck out of my building if they don't want to respect us.
Fuck yeah.
And that's what's most important. They will empower me. In addition to that, they will make sure, love does win, baby. They're going to make sure that we are safe the whole time. The issue that we are having right now, however, is we do not have access to vaccines. We are not eligible for vaccines. Now, a lot of the folks that I'm dining on somehow have got their vaccines, so they can go party on West 6th. But I could go to HEB right now, try and get my appointment, they might turn me away. That's bullshit. If you're going to open us up 100%, we need to at least be allowed to make the appointment to go choose to get a vaccine, right? So we need them to change by Wednesday that classification and make sure all essential workers, if you have a customer-facing role, if you're a janitor, a bus driver, a grocery store worker, a restaurant worker, a journalist that's putting yourself out here and you're risking your lives, we need you to be able to get access to a vaccine. Very simple. Since the government is having issues distributing the vaccine, we have all these folks here who are happy to become paid employees for the government and help y'all get them out there. Very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Liz. She is a worker. She's affected very deeply by this policy, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her time.
Speaking of this one. Hi, I'm Liz. I've been a service worker since I was 16 years old. I'm a native Austinite. I have a few things to say. I think I speak for us all when I say that I am angry. I'm angry at the ruling class who thanks us for being essential workers when they know that we do not have a fucking choice.
Fuck yeah.
And are they so thankful for us? So thankful that they would force us to risk our lives to serve them? And while they try to pretend that they care about us, we know damn well that they do not.
Yep.
From the safety of their homes, they preach the importance of individual responsibility. We know that we are not to blame for the severity of this pandemic. It is the system that has failed us. Our system is structured around profits, regardless of whether the means to achieve these profits endangers our own lives. Service workers in Texas have been on the front lines of this pandemic since day one. We have endured hazardous work environments with no compensation for the risks that we have taken. And those that are meant to serve us, our politicians, have shown us that they are not willing to take profit losses, even if it means saving our lives. So Greg Abbott has decided to reopen the Texas economy without the consent of those that carry it on their backs.
Fuck yeah.
And we know that they would not feel entitled to do so if they didn't think they had us exactly where they wanted us. Uninformed, unorganized, divided. So we're here today to show that we are not, and that we are willing to fight back. The days of working Texas going unrepresented are over. Today marks the beginning of a new era of solidarity amongst all workers. We must work together to organize our workplaces around the needs of each other and not the needs of those employing us. Service workers deserve a union that protects our interests.
Yeah.
Today, our need is to be vaccinated. Tomorrow, it's better wages and better working conditions.
Fuck yeah.
It is time for the workers of Texas to unite. Thank you.
Fuck yeah, Liz. Solidarity, girl. We do need unions. We do need better pay. We need better conditions. All right, so we have another worker coming up now. Karen has been working through the pandemic. She's so blessed to have the name Karen. She loves it. She's excited for it. She's wearing her best Karen outfit today. So welcome to the stage, Karen, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is Karen Hamilton, and I wanted to come up here and talk as not only a service worker, but as somebody who has been in the 1B category and has still not been able to gain access to their vaccine.
Look at that asshole behind
Only
her
about
without a
10%
mask.
of Americans currently are even vaccinated. Yes, that is millions of people, but it's not enough. Millions more could still die if we end the mask mandate now. We have a few assholes in the crowd right now wearing a suit, wearing their little sneakers, thinking they're some capitalist very important before March 10th, before the mask mandate really ends. You've already talked enough, sir. It's my turn.
Get him! Get him!
Yes, there will be vaccine injuries, just as there are with any vaccine, with every vaccine that there is, but they help more than they have ever hurt. And you know what? Soon I will have my own vaccine and I will be able to work again, but as of right now, I'm jobless because I had to quit my job because they are opening up 100%, not requiring masks for anybody, and I have a heart condition and autoimmune disease, and I just cannot put myself in, in that position to make my kids, not have a mother. There are people with Down syndrome.
Where's the love, man?
There are people with Down syndrome
Look
who are
at
not
those
even
fucking
applicable
dumbasses.
to be in 1B, even though respiratory issues are one of the key symptoms of 75% of those people. And they are definitely at risk as much as any 70-year-old man, especially like Greg Abbott, who's already had his vaccine since the beginning of January. So of course, he feels like we're ready to open because his ass wants to go get a meal and not have to wear his mask when he gets up to go to the goddamn bathroom. My name is Karen, and I'm done. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here and speak for those who have not been able to get their vaccine yet.
Oh, watch this guy with the camera. It's really funny.
Thank you, Karen. So, as she's trying to say, a lot of people have to quit their jobs right now. They will not be eligible for unemployment, but they have to put their health over capitalism. Exactly. We hate capitalism, bruh. So I really appreciate that Karen
Watch
had
this guy in
the
the corner with
courage
the
to
camera.
quit her job.
It's so fucking
but it's
funny.
unfortunate because now we have to try and find her a job somewhere that's going to be safe. It's very important that she's being able to get her vaccine so that she can go to work simple. So we really need that changed by Wednesday so she can go get a vaccine, go work somewhere safe that respects her, and we'll go happily help her find that job. The next amazing speaker that we have coming up is going to be Claudia. She's here representing the Del Valley Community Coalition, and she's going to talk a little bit about how that access is going to be trickier and trickier to get. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. Oh my bad. I am the treasurer of the Del Valley Community Coalition, and I am here to state that we know the facts behind people who work in the service industry. We know that they're generally low income. We know that they're minorities, and we know that they often live in multi-generational households. So I'm here today on behalf of all of my cousins who are right now out serving in various restaurants throughout Austin who aren't able to make it here today. I think that it is absolutely abhorrent that even if we don't mandate vaccines, give service industry workers the fucking option. You have not even made that a single option for them. You expect for them to put their life on the line. You expect for them to put their life on the line.
Look, he's still blocking him.
Exactly. No, not the option not wear a mask. The option, you are not giving people the option to coordinate a vaccine. Okay. The way that I see it is that if they cannot open up the governor's mansion down the road, if they cannot open it up around the corner, then what gives them the right to say that everyone else who is from the working class, the ability to get a vaccine?
That's right. That's right. They all have their vaccines.
They all have their vaccines. What's the response to that? They all have their vaccines, and then what about the rest of us? Huh? Do our lives not matter? We are thanked every day as essential workers, yet no one seems to give us any sort of dignity. You don't even want to raise the minimum wage? You don't want to provide it?
Yeah, see, it cuts off there. Where's the rest of it? I thought it was maybe just I was watching a bad stream, but it really did just cut off. Hang on, I gotta find the rest of that. Okay, maybe this has the rest of it.
This is what a bunch of spoiled brats that need attention look like. Y'all get your own cause. Thank you. We came with microphones. You came with a handheld speaker. We are here for freedom.
No, you're here for security. More masks. More mandates. You're giving freedom to the governor and you want to fucking counter it.
I'm gonna get through this speech, y'all. I worked real hard on it. I worked real hard for you and everyone else in this city and this state. I see you working longer hours. I see you dealing with angry and frustrating customers. I see you here today with the same anxiety and the same fear that I have. I see you and you matter. Today, March 8th, is a very significant day. Today we celebrate International Women's Day. What we're doing here, what we're demanding, it should come as
I know the audio's bad, I'm sorry.
This has happened before. International Women's Day was first celebrated in New York City, February 28th, 1909. The same year, in a meeting run and controlled by men for 4 hours in a dusty meeting space, a woman stood up, raised her fist in the air, and with one oath, with one promise, she changed workers' rights for all of us. She was 23 years old, working in a sweatshop on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, making $3 a day, working 65 to 75 hours a week. Every day, she climbed a narrow, dark staircase to the 8th floor of a sweatshop in a building. If she clocked in 5 minutes late, her wages for the day would be cut in half. Her name was Clara Limlick. And one night, she pushed her way into a meeting of over 3,000 people called to the East Side Assembly Hall, answering a call from a union leaflet announcing a strike to demand better working conditions, fair pay, and safety. Hours went by, hours of speeches by men cautioning against a strike that would lead to potential harm to the fragile women who were the most taken advantage of, the most abused. And then she stood up. Clara Lemlich, in her native Yiddish, yelled into the crowd, "I have listened to all the speeches. I have no further patience for talk. I too have worked and suffered. I am tired of talk." In this moment, she announced that the women would strike. When met with the questioning of her faith of this action, she famously cried, "If I turn traitor to the cause I now pledge, may this hand wither from the arm I raise." That strike resulted in 15,000 shirtwaist workers walking out of their factories, later joined by thousands more, and would become known as the uprising of the 20,000. The immediate results of her actions were union contracts with almost every shop in the city. Pay rates were raised, treatment of employees became better, and working conditions improved. Clara's actions paved the way for the labor laws and workers' rights that we all experience now. The 40-hour work week, a minimum wage, safety protocols, and in some states, the right to collective bargaining. What's important about this story is not what was won, but what was lost. Of the companies that did adhere to workers' rights demands, there was one that did not. The Triangle Shirtwaist Company, where Clara had worked behind a giant locked steel door. On March 25th, 1911, a year after the strikes ended, 146 garment workers died when a fire consumed the 8th, 9th, and 10th floors of the building. 123 women, most between the ages of 14 and 23, as well as 23 men, burned to death or perished jumping from the window because exits were locked and to prevent unauthorized breaks. They had been warned. The people had begged for safer working conditions. The company, putting wealth over safety, ignored what was good for the people, and it resulted in death. Our history as Americans has been fraught with cries from the workers, the laborers of the country, demanding better work conditions for the simple, respectable reason of not wanting to die. We have demanded better pay so we can feed ourselves and our families, so we can afford to live in the cities that we make run on time. We can afford to send our children to schools that we ourselves work in, so they are safe, so they are healthy, so we have the basic human right to equality of life. How can we have that quality of life if our right to be safe at work is now taken away?
You have the right to wear a mask still, ma'am.
How can we come home to our families? How can we take care of our loved
I love that
ones
that's their
if we
only
are
argument.
exposed at work to a deadly virus?
Doesn't your mask work?
Governor Abbott, I'm calling you out. The decision to reopen the state at 100% has made Texas the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory of the country. And we are all now locked behind steel doors, waiting for a spark. Most of us do not receive hazard pay for the already dangerous conditions we work in. Most of us cannot afford to get rapid tests or wait for results from city tests to come in. Most of us, as a result of Tuesday's declarations, will get sick.
We'll test positive is what you mean. No one's getting sick. They're testing positive.
Some of us will die. The decision to reopen the state at 100% was not made with our interests in mind. The decision to reopen the state was not made with or by health experts. The decision to remove the mask mandate was not made by anyone who has had to argue over and over again with a customer to keep it on for the length of one fucking transaction.
My body, my choice.
These are not acceptable conditions. Say it with me. These are not acceptable working conditions.
Your mask work? Doesn't your mask work? Works no problem, right?
I have a mother I have to call every day and tell her I'm safe. And tell her I don't have any symptoms yet. That my coworker got sick, but I didn't catch it so far. How much longer do I have to make these calls? How much longer
He did.
will my family worry about me tending a bar
He did
as
say
if
that.
I'm fighting a war? The answer is vaccinate. Vaccinate first. Vaccinate responsibly. And sure, the businesses rushing to be opened won't close again because their staff gets sick. Spend the time and energy that went into a press conference about reopening on rapid and fair vaccine distribution for the workers who are the backbone of the Texas economy. Spend the money. Invest in your workers. Invest in us. Take care of us like we take care of you. So what do we want? 70 before 100. What do we want? 70 before 100. Vaccinate 70% of all essential workers before reopening Texas to 100%. Let us have our health, our safety, and our rights. Your health, your safety, your rights. Let us live and continue to work in the great state of Texas. We have value, and today we control the volume.
Oh, hey, now it's both speakers. Okay.
Amazing! Ah, Jeanette, oh my God. I can hear Jeanette talk all day. Guys, thank you so much for coming. We have a petition. We need you to sign it. It is over here. You can get access to signing it. Lewis is going to help you with that. We need to put pressure to get us eligible to get vaccines by Wednesday. So we need to be calling EVAP. We have the number on our petition, also on our Instagram. We have to call them and let them know we need vaccines now. We need to pressure our local government to get us to help with vaccine distribution, which Jeanette can help with and is happy to help with. So let's get that happening. And we need to put pressure on businesses like Tipsy Alchemist in Dallas, Lonesome Dove in Austin, Cover 2 in Austin. They're going to put their workers at risk, and they are going to put them at risk of not just getting coronavirus when they have no health care, but also at violence. The violence that's about to happen from fuckwits like this. They're now going to come into our workplace where today I can tell dumbass to fuck off, but if I do that at work, I might get fired and not unemployment, which I goddamn need. I have amazing customer service. Come see me, baby. I would like to thank our security over here, our essential workers, our speakers today. We'll be here. We'll be hanging out. Come talk to us. Organized workers.
God, the
That
fucking
is
my
most
body, my
important
choice.
thing. Follow Restaurant Organizing Project, the Amplified Sound Coalition, Emergency Workplace Organizing Committee, and also Austin Mutual Aid, who had made sure to take care of us during the storm, who couldn't be here today, even though they endorsed this event, because they are currently working to keep feeding and distributing people with water and food. So please keep donating to them. They need a new headquarters, so if anyone can help them with that, reach out.
I'm gonna shoot. What were they called again?
During the storm, who couldn't be here today. Organizing Project, the Amplified Sound Coalition, Emergency Workplace Organizing Committee, and also Austin Mutual Aid, who had made sure to take care of us during
Awesome Mutual Aid. It might have just been Mutual Aid. Austin Mutual Aid. Okay, looks like I'm doing a fundraiser for Austin Mutual Aid. Looks like this is it. Okay. Well then. Now there's still little bits here and there that like they cut off the woman from the end of that first video. Where is it? Oh, this was by Emily Shapiro. Fuck off. Okay, well, boycott ABC News for publishing this. No Texans believed the snow was fake. People just like to push that Texans are stupid thing because it's easier to think that all Texans are stupid than to acknowledge the fact that we have been horribly screwed over by the people in charge. Yeah, Emily Shapiro is Ben's daughter. Okay, they probably have the speeches up on their Instagram. Here is the petition. I'm putting that in there. And I'm going to tweet this out right away. Let's see, has this guy updated with anything new? Oh, damn. Alamo Draft House closed down. I didn't know that. Fuck. I'm so mad they cut that speaker off. The rally wasn't done. Whoops. Yeah, that tracks. I think one InfoWars person shouted a slur or something, so they had to cut it. Well, they didn't have to cut the whole damn broadcast.
first, H-E-B now says they want customers to wear masks when shopping at their stores.
Good.
On Wednesday, Governor Greg Abbott plans to lift the state's mask mandate. Originally, H-E-B issued a statement saying they will require all their partners and vendors to wear masks while at work and
Good.
urged all customers to do so as well. Since then, however, they retracted that statement and said on Friday that they will expect customers to wear masks and signs requiring mask use will remain posted. But H-E-B isn't the only grocery store chain to update its mask policies. On Wednesday, Randall said for customers, we will encourage face coverings, but will not mandate and will be updating our signage.
Fuck that.
From KVUE News in
What the-
Austin, you're watching Texas
Where's
This
that?
Week with Ashley Goodo.
Where?
Good sense.
Oh God! Stop that! Stop that! Oh, that fucked me with me. Well, shit. Anyway, I'm going to do a fundraising stream for this today. I'm gonna take a short little. Oh, hey, Master Pancake donated. That was nice of them. So I'm going to take a small little break just so I can like get some snacks and stuff. And set up a little bit and then come back in about maybe an hour. And we're gonna do some fundraising for mutual aid. So yeah, I will call it for now, but and I will add this to Moobot. Please sign this petition. I will put the link in chat once again. And yeah, stick around and we'll be back in a little bit. Maybe I'll just put some music on. Yeah, I'm just gonna put some music on. You can go or leave if you so choose. Now I'll just stop the stream. Okay, yeah. We'll be